At the end of this video, we're going to find out how, for some people who trade cryptocurrency, we're going to find out how that may impact their lives and make it difficult or impossible for them to travel or get an apartment. Let's go. All right, Bitcoin, it's taken a beating, and it's taken a beating because one of the world's major governments and heavyweight economy, China, is cracking down further on Bitcoin. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to read you a story from the Wall Street Journal. And again, we don't get anything from them. We're not endorsing them. I actually have some issues with the paper in terms of their editorial coverage. But if you're looking for coverage that is going to give you some insight into what's going on economically out there in the world, the Wall Street Journal is among the best for that. And I have a subscription. I link to a lot of the articles. So if you want to be able to read them, I know they'll give you a certain amount of free ones per week or per month, but I don't know how many. So if you subscribe, then you'll be able to read them. And look, if you want to know how to read the Wall Street Journal, it's our most watched video. Check it out. All right, so Bitcoin, the price extends drop after China intensifies a crypto crackdown. Now, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. I don't know who in their right mind thought that these cryptocurrencies were going to be allowed to totally supplant the currencies of sovereign countries. Currencies like the dollar, the yen, the ruble, so on and so forth. And now we're seeing the governments of the world, the major governments, starting to crack down. And some of the mid-tier governments as well are starting to say, wait a minute, this is a threat to our economic structure we have. Now, I'm not saying that you have to like Bretton Woods or the Fed or any of that or the China Central Bank. I'm just giving you the facts, the reality on the ground. Governments are not going to just surrender that power to a currency that has, no control, that they have no direct control over. They're not going to do that. So we're going to see more of these crackdowns. And if you are a Bitcoin or cryptocurrency investor, you need to understand this. All right. I'm not telling you what to do one way or the other. If you've done your due diligence and you understand that this is something that should be in your portfolio, if you feel that way, then you need to know the pressures that are out there affecting cryptocurrency. So let's go ahead and get started. The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies slid Monday after China's central bank ordered the country's largest banks and payment processors to take a more active role in curbing cryptocurrency trading and related activities. Now, as we go on here, it's the 21st of June, 2021. It is 11:15 a.m. here on the East Coast of America, and it's 11:15, exactly 12 hours difference in Beijing, China. So these are actions that they took on their Monday, okay, to crack down on Bitcoin. The People's Bank of China on Monday said it summoned representatives of multiple institutions, including state-owned commercial banks and ant groups Alipay, and told them to, quote, strictly implement, unquote, recent notices and guidelines from authorities on curbing risk tied to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency fundraising activities. It was the latest sign that Beijing is intensifying its crackdown on unregulated virtual currencies. Bitcoin slipped to $32,824. That was down 7.5% from its price at 5 p.m. Eastern Time Friday. So, let's just say you were a vendor who accepts Bitcoin. And on Friday at 5 o'clock, you accepted a payment in Bitcoin. And if you didn't turn that into cash immediately, then you woke up to a 7.5% haircut on whatever good or service you sold. That volatility is what's keeping a lot of retailers from signing on to Bitcoin because it's highly volatile. And you could be in a situation where you've actually lost money on a sale if something like what occurred with China just now happened to you. Okay, and it's not just Bitcoin. This news is having ramifications throughout the crypto world, Ethereum, the second biggest cryptocurrency by market value, according to trading platform Kraken, lost 9.4% and fell to $1,988. Dogecoin, which started as a joke in 2013 before setting the internet abuzz and shooting up in price this year, slid 20% to about 23 cents. So you see what's going on here? These governments, in a concerted effort, are cracking down on Bitcoin, and they're putting all of these regulations on it, and this in turn is making it less attractive. People are saying, this is not going to be the free and open type of architecture we thought it was going to be if these governments are going to come in and heavily regulate it. And let's just be honest, the governments are doing that because they want these things to go away. Chinese authorities have stepped up nationwide campaigns against virtual currencies in recent weeks after a powerful super regulator pledged to crack down on cryptocurrency trading and mining in the country. The regulatory warnings followed a spike in the price of Bitcoin, which traded near $65,000 in mid-April, spurred on by celebrity advocates, including Tesla CEO Elon Musk. It has since lost close to half its value since April, okay? And we're in June. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with these cryptocurrencies, but I do know that the governments will continue to saddle them with regulations. You will continue to definitely see that. And as we've seen here in the past, when governments do that, the price of the cryptocurrency drops. So one thing follows the other. We can make an educated guess and use some deductive reasoning about what may continue to happen here in terms of the prices of these cryptocurrencies. Okay, I'm going to jump down here and conclude this. Now, you can, again, go on and read it for yourself. I'll link to it in the description. Chen Shujin, an analyst at Jefferies, said the central banks, and she's talking about China's central bank, said the central bank's directive to the financial firms is aimed at cutting off payment mechanisms used by Chinese individuals and businesses involved in cryptocurrency trading and mining. She said peer-to-peer transactions, however, are difficult to track and identify because they tend to be small scale and anonymous. This will make it harder for people to trade, but it won't be able to completely shut down this type of transaction, Ms. Chen said. She added that some individuals could try to get around the rules by remitting funds overseas and conducting cryptocurrency transactions offshore in other currencies. So again, making it more difficult to deal in this. It looks like, it's going to become something in China, at least, that the average individual is just going to say, there's a lot involved in dealing with this cryptocurrency. And the surveillance state that they've got set up over there in China is among the absolute best in the world, if not the best. So there is the risk also that if you run afoul of their rules, you not only risk getting your Bitcoin seized or your cryptocurrency seized, but you could also find yourself in a situation where your social credit score is impacted. And in China, if your social credit score is impacted, it could mean you can't travel. It could mean you can't engage in certain retail transactions like buying an apartment. So there are ramifications there, big time. So this is something that we'll continue to monitor, very interesting, and see how it develops and what unfolds. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.